What age would you say is the best age for a man to get married?
30.
I would say the same, around the
Right
same.
when they getting married now, 30.
I would say 25 as well, between 25 and 27. And the reason I say that is because I know, you talk about how men don't hit their stride until like their mid 30s or what have you. But I'm of the mindset that I think it's better to build together.
Yeah.
And so I think at 25, both are still, trying to work towards, get in their stride. And
Absolutely.
so it's at a place where you're in the middle where you might be making a little bit of money, but still not enough, and that you'll be more reliable, relying on each other at that age where you're building together as opposed
I
to.
still think you do that at the 30 and 25 gap. The reason why I want the man to be 30 is because I want that age gap to be significant enough, because I believe we have a respect issue where women are just finding ways left and right to disrespect men in their social age group. They have so many false expectations of a man that's the same age as them, and that it's almost like they setting themselves up to disrespect him and his grind. Like they don't respect, like that. The respect is such a reported thing for men to be like, what am I doing wrong? That maybe if he has a little bit of a head start and figured out one thing and got one promotion, that maybe that'll be less of an issue. I still think it'll be an issue with
I
modern
think
women, but
it depends on a man, because if you're a man that is that, exudes that personality of leadership and demand respect, and I don't mean demand it like, woman, you better listen to me. I mean just in terms of how he moves. I don't think if he's 25 and he exudes that woman is gonna follow that and fall in line. The age difference ain't gonna matter if her attitude is still the same at 25. If she don't feel like she has to respect him, I don't think it's about age. It's just about how she respects a man. So whether he's 25 and have a head start, if that's not in her nature to be respectful to men, she's not going to be respectful to a man.
I see what you're saying, but I think that head start would be the best chance then, because if what women don't have anymore is the patience to let a man grow into who he's supposed to be. So he will naturally develop some of that maybe through the relationships he has before her by getting that 5 year head start. Because women don't understand it. This is a developmental game. I think the women in your generation mistaken. We're actually very patient, but it's also you actually very spoiled because you have more examples, right? It was the moms in the neighborhood like, girl, won't you be patient with that man? I remember hearing that when I was even young. Be patient with him,
That's a
girl.
good man.
He's a good man. He got a good daddy. Like they would used to say stuff like that. What you think Rome was built in the day? You remember those people?
Mhm.
Right? These girls don't have patience like that anymore. They want luxury up front. They're asking for Birkin. They think a Birkin bag comes right after college.
But them kind of hood girls, though, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
hood.
no, the bad part is, like I said, there's really no difference between the girl that went to college and the girl that didn't go to college. Their mindset is ratchet because
Hood
they get
girls
their
can go to college.
social media is their church. So let the church say they deserve a Birkin bag. They're going to believe it.
I'm sorry, that is such a ghetto mentality to me.
It
Oh,
is a ghetto mentality. Too many women that are supposed to be quality are accepting it as law. That's why I said we cannot expect the men to change their behavior as long as quality women open up their legs for them. Who resists quality that they're not supposed to have access to? No one in their right.
Nobody.
That's
Mhm.
why I'm trying to cut off the supply to these men by
Mhm.
getting with these women because they're supposed to be smarter than this. They
Mhm.
come from quality neighborhoods. Some of them come from quality homes and open up their legs to trash men. These men are not going to stop uh, hitting them. They the ones coming up. If Beyonce opened her legs right now and say smash this, and I was some trash ass dude, I'd be like, what? Shit. I'm gonna do the Dougie in that one. You tripping?
I guess. I be wondering who these girls be having sex with. I don't see it.
You be sounding asexual, I swear.
I love it with the person I like to. Like I can't just do it with anybody. I just put value on it's something about being with a person you really want to be with. You feel have feelings for that. I just don't understand. Like, I can't do it without an emotion to be in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be a connection. And when I do it with that person, I love it. Like, I can't keep my hands off that person. But for some random dude, I don't even like a dude hugging me and he's sweating and I don't know you like that. Like,
so do you know what you just explained? You explained the natural response a woman is supposed to have to sex. Women are today, the modern woman does not realize that she is confusing sex with intimacy. Women do not like sex, and they don't get the same thing from sex that men do. Women love intimacy. That is what y'all are in love with. That is what y'all crave. That's why y'all release the same chemical that y'all release when you're breastfeeding your baby to bond with the baby. Y'all release that same chemical with the first few men y'all smash. That's why you want to be up under his armpit. Ooh, he my husband now. That's why y'all behave that way.
our feet out of touch.
That's
And
my
every
boy.
man that you have sex with after that, you're chasing that intimate connection through sex. You don't actually like the sex because y'all don't orgasm every time. We do.
What they doing?
It depends on who. It's
Well,
a what?
dog, it's very few women that like be
Well,
convulsing.
I think mistaken is mistake. What mistaken is the fact that she's with somebody who's learned her body. You've been with a person, he's gotten it right because he knows you.
I was gonna say,
You're not bouncing from guy to guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's no, what kind of connection are you getting from just going into a dude that don't know? How does that make you feel that this dude just sat here and had sex with you and he just got up and leave? Like, it ain't that's like a bad taste in your mouth. Like, that's gotta make you feel like the lowest of low. Like, why would you even put yourself in that position?
And the worst part,
touch you afterwards. Like, what are we doing?
The worst part is that women go from being oxytocin driven, right? When you this is why women be like super into a dude. And what's the first thing they say when they're super into you, like the third or fourth time they have sex? They'll reach down and they want to take the condom off. Because they're like, I want to give you all of me. This is what you're supposed to be doing with your husband, mind you. Because that intimate feeling that you had, that you want to connect with him and you want to bond with him, you think that bond is supposed to happen through raw sex. No. You see what I'm saying? That's like, every dude knows this. Let a girl be really into you. You be like, dog, she gonna tell me to take that rubber off maybe any day now. Watch. Because she really want to be into you. They're chasing that. So that switches you from being oxytocin driven to dopamine driven like men. You're chasing that nut, that feeling we get after we nut. That's why we keel over like, boom. So now that you're dopamine driven, the more dopamine you use through sex, the more dopamine you need. That's why they become freaks. To get that feeling, you need more sex. That's why women are like out here turning themselves out and getting mad at men because they're chasing a feeling they can no longer acquire. It's terrible. It's like a reverse game they playing on themselves.